Hi, David Odell here with Odell Complete Concrete. What we're going to be doing on this job is removing the garage floor. And you can see that the garage floor's got a lot of cracks in it. Some of these cracks have became trip hazards, and it actually sunk over there by that passenger door. So this is all coming out. Today what we're going to do is we're going to remove the flooring, and then we're going to salvage an area around the water heater. I'm going to make a little saw cut around here and save this pad underneath this just for one day. Give them one more night of hot water, and then they're going to be without hot water for 2 days. So I'm going to take this out at the last moment basically. What we'll have to do is drain it. We're going to have to disconnect the water, the gas, the vent, and the straps. Then instead of putting this old one back in, homeowner's going to get a new one. We're going to put a new one back in here. New straps. We may have to make this a little bit longer because it may drop down depending on the pre-made stand height. I think the pre-made ones are a little lower, but I'm not sure. So that'll go in on Friday. We're going to pour Thursday, day after tomorrow. And when we saw cut this, we're going to do 2 cuts for crack control. We'll also put the new water heater back in at that time. But this is our first project. Once this is completed, everything that was in the garage goes back into the garage, because everything that was in the garage is over here. So we got a fridge, we got some cabinetry, a lot of little odds and ends. That goes back into the garage when that's complete. And then we remove this entire side yard, fence, gates, fences, all the way around the back of this house. We're gonna do stamped texture concrete, cantilever step here. We're going to do artificial turf in one area in the back for the pet-friendly artificial turf. That's about it, so let's get back to work. All right, we're making the saw cut, and that's a Stihl TS 420. It's 14-inch diamond blade. Now we just brought the mini skid in here with the breaker attachment. The first thing I do when I start braking is I kind of break it all the way around the perimeter. That way when I start prying up in the middle, it doesn't do any damage to the exterior. So I'll just crush it all the way around the edge. That way when I start prying up in the middle, you won't be bound in there. This concrete was breaking really easily, and that's because it was only about 2.5 to 3 inches thick. That's what we found out as soon as we started removing this. And there's no steel in it. So whenever you remove some concrete that's about 45 years old and it's got a lot of cracks in it and shifting, you really don't want to put it in the same way it was done originally, otherwise you're going to end up with the same problem. So you always try to look for what caused it to do what it's doing, and this was easy to figure out. It had no steel. It was 2.5 to 3 inches thick, so all I really have to do to make this better is add some steel reinforcement, make the concrete 4 inches thick or better, and then this next pour will last twice as long. So which means we're going to have to remove, they had a nice sand base in here, which was surprising. They had a good 4 inches of sand. If they would have just put 2 inches less of the sand, then they would have had a good thick slab. And you know, I don't care what kind of base you have, 2.5 inches of concrete on the best base in the world isn't going to make that concrete great. So it's better just to go with thick concrete and forget about the base. We've got a 20-pound sledgehammer there. There is a sewer clean out right there at the front of the garage door, and it's a brass flush mount, so we won't have to change that. And the elevation was good, so we're just going to work around it. Hi, this is the end of day one. We've been here about 5 hours. We've got the entire garage floor out, and we did 2 loads in my little dump trailer. We're gonna have to skim a little dirt out of here. As soon as we started tearing it out, we noticed that it was only about 2.5 inches deep, the concrete. So that was one of the issues here, why all the cracking and moving. And there's no steel, of course. So we're gonna do 2 different things that from the original design. We're gonna go 4 inches thick, plus we're gonna put rebar. So there won't be any more problems in here. Anyway, stay tuned. We're gonna get back on day 2. See ya. Anyway, we will be giving away some of those boots, your selection out of their work boot category on their website, ariat.com. We're gonna give 2 pairs away, your choice. I think we can go up to $450 a pair. So we're gonna announce winners. And the key phrase to get into that drawing will be coming up shortly in this video. Right now I'm just removing some of the sand, because after we pulled the string line across here, we had to take out about a good 2 inches throughout. It did leave a little bit of sand left over for the new pour, which worked out pretty good. We'll also be running a plate compactor over this. Then we'll be tying some rebar, 3/8 rebar and 2-foot centers. No doweling into the edges, and no expansion felt. We're just going to do a couple saw cuts. The actual pouring and saw cutting will be in part 2, and we're going to be using a new item for any type of skill saw or any type of worm drive or circular saw that you may have. We have a new attachment for the plate that makes it into a rolling saw for cutting concrete. And we'll be doing a giveaway on that as well, but that's a whole different video. That's video part 2 of this series. Right here we've got the 6mm visqueen going in. That was another thing this was lacking, was the plastic. And what the plastic does is it takes the equation of the dirt, any dirt contaminants that may be in there, takes it out of the whole equation, because you don't have the dirt coming up with the moisture through the concrete, which can eat away at the concrete. Hi, David Odell here. This is day 2. We just wrapped up this. We got the rebar tied. We got the 6mm visqueen in here, and we're ready to pour the garage floor tomorrow. We're going to be using a 3000 psi straight sack cement. That means no fly ash. And this is going to be a pea gravel mix. We're going to pump it in here. Phase 2 will be the entire side yard and stuff, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the boots. The Ariat gear, Ariat pants, Ariat boots. I really liking these. I've been wearing them about a month now. As you can see with mine, there's no steel toe in these. So they're really lightweight, really comfortable. I really like this in all terrain. And then I liked it so much I ended up getting my son a pair. Take a look at those. How'd you like them anyway, Tyler? How do you like them today? Today's your first day in them.
Yeah, today was my first day in these new boots I got from Ariat, and I have to say I love them. No blisters. Typically, you'd have to break in your boots, your work boots.
Yeah.
First day, no blisters, super comfy. Feels like I've already been wearing them for the past month, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Exactly how I felt with these boots. You put them on and you feel like you're putting your daily walking shoes on or something. Pretty great. But anyway, I'm going to be giving away 2 pairs of boots. And it's going to be, the winners get to select any of the boots that they want. And but you can't exceed $450 on the boot, whatever you decide. So I mean, that should be enough money to get a pair of boots, I think, anyway. So that's plenty. And then, but with the key word is going to be, I want Ariat work boots. And then you're going to go into the catalog. Whoever the winner is going to get into the catalog, select them, shoot me a link what boot they want. I'll forward it to Ariat, and then they'll send
let
them
them know
out.
the requirements to enter the giveaway.
Oh, the requirements on this particular, I'm going to start switching up the requirements. Instead of just a simple comment, we're going to go with a like, a comment, and a share, and subscribe. You have to have all those things in there in order to qualify to actually be entered into the giveaway. And that's going to be on all of my new giveaways I'm going to be doing, because I have a lot of them coming up anyway. So take care of that and you're entered. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.